Shout out to all the deep divers of planet Earth who are like, Ralph, I watch your videos every single day. Every day? Every day. People write to me saying, Ralph, I watch your videos with my forever someone. Okay, I'm happy for you. Ralph, I watch your videos with my entire family, even my cats. Okay. And some people write to me saying they watch my videos all alone, wishing they were with that forever someone so they can say, feels so good to be alive together with them, right? Well, don't worry. We're going to change all of that. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Deep divers of planet Earth. You'll be closer to finding that forever person when you do this. Let's just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. This is sexology, water, fire, hot, cold, yin, yang. Daddy's home, we're back. Now, I get tons of messages about relationships, period. Okay, that really seems to be on everybody's mind. Ralph, how do I find my forever person? Why am I in a terrible relationship, Ralph? Why is this guy so crap, Ralph? Why is this woman not doing what I want, Ralph? Right? It's always people going back at each other. We don't have to do that. We can just chill. Can we just chill? We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Okay, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. You'll be closer to finding that forever person when you do this. When you start realizing the greatest relationship you can have lies within yourself. You see, so many times we are looking outside of ourselves for someone to complete us. But if you don't feel complete within yourself, what makes you think someone else is going to come along and complete you? You see, many of us, we are half looking for another half. I've realized along my journey, you have to become whole first, and then you will see your other whole, and then you'll dance off into the sunset. Slow motion this side. You'll be closer to finding that forever person when you allow yourself to be seen. Like, get naked, butt naked if you want. Go skinny dipping. I'm not going to judge you. Look, vulnerability is how you will find your forever person. Happened to me along my journey. You see, I had to lose my ego before that happened. So long as you are wrapped in your ego, you will never find your forever person, because that will be taking you away from them. You see, the ego separates, and so many people on the planet are consumed by their big, fat, massive ego. It's got to go. If you are serious about finding your forever someone, and it really comes to you, it's not something you even have to search for, but you have to be in the right heart space, not in the ego space, okay? And how I did this was to realize that, okay, I get it. My ego is not my friend, especially when it comes to relationships. You see, the ego always wants to win, but more so, what does the ego fear the most? Vulnerability. The ego wants to act like everything is perfect. But for someone to really see the true you, you've got to learn how to lose the ego, so they can see your vulnerable side, your soft side. Fellas, you don't always have to act like Mr. Macho Man. Okay? So that's what's helped me along my journey. Allow yourself to be seen in your purest state, in your most authentic state. Nothing is sexier than authenticity. You'll be closer to finding that forever person when you recognize people by their vibes instead of just their appearances. Now, I get it. People are always like, Ralph, you should never judge a book by its cover. Well, we all do. I do. You probably do too. It's human nature. It's nothing wrong with it to be shallow. But just realize when you judge a book by its cover, you don't get to see its true contents. And that's why a lot of us make mistakes, even when it comes to relationships, because we're just looking at the surface. Oh, they look so good. They look like this. They were photoshopped. Don't worry about it. Okay, we'll come to that later. Look, you got to start recognizing people by their vibes. How does this person make me feel, baby? Okay, can they touch me without touching me? Oh, I just felt you right there, okay? You'll be closer to finding your forever person when you can pick up their subtle energies, when you can see inside their mind, inside their heart, the true nature of who they truly are, when you can start seeing the pearls that lie within them. Because anybody can start changing how they look on the outside, but it doesn't mean necessarily you're going to know them better on the inside. So start learning how to read energy, how to pick up energy, and also see people's progression, right? That's how you find your forever person. To really know if someone is truly authentic, you got to see, okay, are they still doing what they said they would do? Or have they changed plans all of a sudden, right? Your forever person, which is really going to be your mirror reflection, they're going to be very consistent, okay, in their vibe. And that's why you are so attracted to them in the first place, okay? Now, you'll be closer to that forever person when, what happens? When one day you're like, okay, for the first time in my entire life, I'm going to make time. You see, when you were 4, when you were 9, when you were 12, you didn't say, okay, relationships are my top priority. Okay, maybe you did. I give it to you. Maybe you did. Maybe you were the kind of person who that's all you dreamed about, right? Finding that forever person. But a lot of people are like, hey, I want to be a geologist. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a basketball player, right? So relationships have never really been at the top of our priority list. Well, it's time to change all of that if you are serious about finding your forever person, because time is what we don't have on the planet. Time is what so many people don't have. Now, what's helped me along my journey when it comes to your forever person, you have to find time. A lot of us, we have a lot of priorities. We need to get a priority. We need to say, actually, I never paid any attention to really putting value on relationships. And that's what we got to do. We got to start saying, okay, I'm going to put in the effort into my relationship like I do with my job, which really screws me over most days, right? Not mine. I love what I'm doing, right? I'm in nature, baby. Can I get a hello? I wouldn't change it for the world. You got to make time if you are serious about being in the company of your forever person. Don't say, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time for you. Because if you don't have time for your forever person, they are going to pass you by. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I just let a good thing go. All because I let another coworker shout at me today. Was it really worth it? Like, really? No. So realize that you got so much to gain when you say, okay, let me just give 1 hour. Oh, that's a bit too much, right? I get it. We're living in like a matrix right now. Okay, just like 30 minutes to that forever person, that person I'm really attracted to. Let me call them. Let me see how they're doing today. Not just text message them, right? Not just a little text, but actually go and meet them face to face. Make an effort, right? Then you'll be closer to finding your forever person, right? 7-day vegan challenge. Now, I see a lot of people doing it. A lot of people sending me beautiful snaps saying how their entire life has changed, right? It must be those Brazil nuts. I don't blame you, right? Those almonds, right? Full of vitamin E. Now your skin is glowing. You look fabulous, baby. Look, I've realized this, that you'll be closer to finding your forever person when you show people your food journey. Now, food and love go together. Brother, sister. they're intertwined. When you show people your food journey, the kinds of foods you put into your mouth, they can say yay or nay. Okay? Now, I've been a vegan for over 13 years. And ever since, I've only dated vegans. Sorry. People who love animals. Okay, now everyone's clapping, right? People who are serious about eating a plant-based diet, because I realized before that point, I was just dating meat eaters, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, go for it. But I love animals. I realize that over 64 billion animals are killed every single year, and this channel has over 1 million subscribers. If I can touch one person and say, hey, we can treat animals better because karma is going to catch up with your ass, right? Then I've done my job. And that's what I'm doing right now, okay? So I've realized that when you show someone what you eat, it says a lot about you, okay? And that's how you really will be close to finding your true reflection. Because they'll be like, oh, you wake up with a bunch of grapes just like me? Oh my gosh, like what are the chances of that? Okay, that's how you find your forever person. Because I've dated some people with terrible eating habits. Or did I have them? I don't know, right? But they were terrible. Let me be honest, okay? And I realized that definitely wasn't my forever person. So show people what you eat. Otherwise, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. You get with them and then they're like, oh, I eat this, I eat that. And you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect that. Run. So start showing people your food journey, document it, show them the beautiful smoothies, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I drink an acai smoothie every single day too. Let's get together, right? Do a little acai dance on Impanema Beach. On Impanema Beach. Let's do it. You'll be closer to finding your forever person, that forever person, when you do this. This is what I call completion alignment. Now, what is this? You see, I often tell people, and I counseled a lot of people throughout the years. And I tell women this: ladies, if you want your forever guy, make sure he's at least fulfilled one goal of his. Otherwise, he's going to be always busy. He's going to get with you and then say, oh, honey, I got no time. I can't do it right now, right? So you want to find people who have already at least accomplished a few goals or are in the process of what I call completion alignment, meaning they know who they are, they're establishing themselves, they're becoming their greatest versions, right? They're becoming their greatest version. And it happened to me along my journey. I realized that I found the one I love doing what I love. Slow motion this side. You see, I call it completion alignment because, you see, when everything is just going your way, ever woke up with that feeling like you're becoming that person you've always dreamed about, you're eating better, you're getting your body in shape, and then all of a sudden, the cat down the road appears, okay? No, all of a sudden, you actually start finding someone you are deeply attracted to. And it could be your forever person, right? Because everything is aligning. It's what I call the completion alignment. As you become whole within yourself, that allows you to see your forever person clearly. You see, there were times along my early journey, I didn't even love myself enough. I didn't accept myself enough. And guess what? I'm pretty sure my forever person walked in my presence, but I just didn't care because I didn't care about myself. But the moment I started to fulfill goals, inspire millions, then it was easy to see, right? So you find the one you love doing what you love, and then you'll be closer to that forever person. Now, what's helped me along my journey is to realize this, that you'll be closer to finding your forever person when you realize people are not perfect. Okay, you got to get that into your mind. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not a saint. And neither are you, because you're watching Infinite Waters. Like, everyone who's on Infinite Waters they are definitely not saints, right? I've learned this, that I don't look for perfection in anybody anymore, because I realize that I am happy with my perfect imperfections, okay? I'm happy with my perfect imperfection. So stop trying to have this massive long checklist, okay? Because even your forever person is going to do stuff. They might behave in a way which you may not like, but you're going to get over it. You're going to live to see another day. You're going to work it out, okay? But if you expect everybody to be this perfect A grade student waiting for your love, and waiting to give you love, you're going to be in for a rude awakening, because even your forever person is going to wake up and slap you. Don't do that. Look, you'll be closer to finding that forever person when you do this. Stop chasing two rabbits. Like, there are a lot of squirrels around here. Can we say that instead? Stop chasing two squirrels. That's better. Like, chasing one squirrel is hard enough. Let alone two, let alone three. And that's what a lot of people are doing in relationships, because we are living in the age of Aquarius, this massive awakening, but this is also the information age. So therefore, there are a lot of options. Where our parents used to stay together, even if they didn't like each other, we now have like this massive choice. If I don't like you, then I'm going. But guess what our parents did? They actually worked it out. Just because they had a little argument about who didn't buy the grapes today, they worked it out. Today, if you have that kind of argument, it's like, bye, I'm finished, bye. So many people are chasing two rabbits. They're chasing two people at the same time, but your forever person will come into your life and you will know, right? And you'll be closer to that person when you give them attention, going back to the time, when you give them your energy, when you give them your time, when you give them your care on a deeper level, not just the surface level, okay? Everything is an investment. When you invest in that forever person, you get the ROI, the return on your investment. This even translates into the love connection, right? But a lot of people, they don't place any value on their forever person because they place all their value on insignificant things like their job and stuff like that, right? Gosh, okay. It's time to start placing that on a pedestal where it deserves to be and where it is worthy to be once again. And stop chasing two rabbits or two squirrels, because you can't even catch one, let alone two or three. Now, I've learned this, that what's really helped me, you will be closer to your forever person. They may not be here right now, but I guarantee you, you will be closer to them when you do this. When you start accepting your flaws instead of trying to hide them. Do you know how many people would absolutely love to be in the presence of your flaws? They think your flaws are pretty cute, if they may say so. They think they're pretty awesome. So sometimes when you're like, oh my gosh, I can't allow anybody to see me like this and see my flaws and I don't like my body. You look amazing. What happened to you? Gosh, marry me. Right? So sometimes all the parts of yourself you are trying to hide, there is someone out there today who is going to love them wholeheartedly, but they won't be able to if you keep covering them up. Your flaws they are your beauty in disguise, right? So sometimes stop saying, oh, I don't like this birthmark on my butt, right? That's the greatest part about you. What are you talking about, right? So I've learned along my journey, you got to accept yourself, accept your flaws. And it goes back to realizing nobody's perfect. Then when you realize that, you'll be closer to that forever person. What's helped me overall is to realize that you have to be committed to that forever person. You got to make a commitment. And that's hard sometimes because we've got our heads all over the place, right? Like here, there, everywhere, trying to multitask, and it's just not happening. Commitment to your forever person is like saying, I'm with you. I may not have to be with you 24/7, but I'm with you in spirit, in energy. I'm with you in spirit, in energy. I'm going to support you. Sometimes that's all you need to say. I'm going to support you, right? I'm going to hug you. I'm going to care for you. You'll be closer to your forever person when you're like that. I'm going to be here for you. Okay? Many times what happens? What keeps us away from our forever? What keeps us away from our forever person? We get caught up with so many other commitments, we actually forget to place importance on the biggest life-changing experience of our entire lives. It's time to start getting a better perspective. You see, what's helped me along my journey is this. Realize that no 2 days are ever the same. And a lot of the times our forever person is just passing through and we know we see them. It's just that we've got a choice to make. Are we ready to really give them some time, some energy? Put an effort in, right? You got to put a little bit of effort in. What's helped me know I'm closer to my forever person every single day is this. You don't have to force what is truly meant to be. Slow motion this side. Don't force interactions that are not meant to be. That's how you know you'll be closer to that forever person. Once you stop trying to force everything, stop trying to squeeze your foot in while your heel is sticking out the back, it's just not working. Don't force interactions. Yes, put effort in, but there are total opposites on this planet who just don't get on, and that's cool. You aren't meant for each other, but then there is someone who is going to be singing beautiful songs with you together, beautiful bossa nova, right? A little bit of Garota Jimpanima, right? Little bit of classical love songs, right? Together with you. They're going to want to be in your presence, and guess what? It is going to be so smooth sailing. You're not going to have to force any of that stuff. So there you have it. And now both of you are watching Infinite Waters saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Deep divers of planet Earth, we are out here in the heart of nature just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. We're just chilling. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You. Oh, I see you getting closer to the. Yeah, I see it. Keep going.